We can see how the glute max pretty much inserts here. Number 24 is the greater trochanter. And even when I'm just working on people, side posture, whatever, and sometimes I gently brush this greater trochanter area. Oh, so much pain. And they think it's something that I'm doing to them. But this is tendinopathy, right? There's damage here. So we can see glute max, this little band right here. We got our TFL, 22 coming down. We'll get another view on that. We can see just the fascia, even vastus lateralis, how it comes up and inserts. And then we have our tensor fascia lata that's cut there that we can see back over here coming around. So it's kind of a hub, just like our thoracolumbar fascia. A lot of things inserting, different layers, lat, and then we have deep below that the erectors. So a lot happening and attaching here. Tendinous insertions, right? And what happens is tears get created over time and damage, and you don't even really know it until someone gently poking around there. So you can take a foam roller, just roll that area. If you're training gradually, of course, your quads probably should be sore as you get more into the muscle and lower, right? I'd probably even say, IT band wise, it's probably always sore to roll on it, and I don't really suggest you roll on it. But you can see, vastus lateralis here, hamstrings. These should be, generally not crazy sore, but you should feel that when you're rolling. But here, no, it should feel just good. But if it's really, really hurting and sharp, it's really painful. There's a reactive tendinitis going on there, a breakdown, a degenerative pattern, if you will, just like the same thing that'll happen in the low back here. You might not even notice it until something really bad happens, like a bad strain or sprain, but there's damage there beforehand. There's degenerative patterns working insidiously behind the scenes that cause a lot of our injuries, right? We're set up to injure ourselves. So with foundation training, we're trying to teach this area to be stable, so we're not working this improperly. Same thing with the knee, a lot of knee issues, or just poor hip mobility issues. So even if our breathing isn't right, it can affect our hip mobility, which can cause all this pain. Sometimes I just touch it when they're standing, like, does that hurt? Like, yeah, it always hurts. Don't touch it. I just ignore it, right? Because it only hurts when it's touched. Sometimes this is the chronic issue. I always feel this is what they come in for, is what they're always complaining about. But this is the cause, right? The muscular imbalance is the cause. Kinetic chain is dominant, pulling and creating inhibition. Inhibition means it's shutting off these muscles. Very important. This muscle, changing how you're breathing, right? Your hip